I will call this meeting to order, and we'll start with the pledge.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
All right. First item of business tonight will be the approval of our hires.
Okay, so since we're convening for our annual meeting, we wanted to have the opportunity to get some hires approved and not have to wait till the September 11th meeting. So I've got one teacher, so this is Drew Ludke, and we have offered him a contract to be our K-12 art teacher and our art club advisor, and he accepted, and so I just wanted to get that accomplished before we start the school year. And then also that happened after our last meeting, so we couldn't get it approved. And then we've also got a junior high volleyball coaching change. So we had one of our coaches towards close up to the season starting decided it wasn't going to work for them to coach. So Kaylee Martin, if you remember on the roster last time, she's one of our 5th grade teachers, so she was already scheduled to be one of the coaches, and she's got quite a bit of experience coaching club volleyball elsewhere. And so anyway, she is still remaining. And then we have Rihanna Larson, who's one of our new teaching hires. She's got background coaching volleyball. She's not as experienced as Kaylee. So what we've elected to do, Mr. Sargent worked with them, and so Kaylee's going to be the head coach of both the 7th and 8th grade, and then Rihanna's going to help as an assistant with both teams. In the past, we've often had one 7th grade, one 8th grade coach, so they're just going to configure it a little bit differently this year. So just making that adjustment there to add Rihanna Larson to the coaching roster. So Drew Ludke for K-12 art, Kaylee Martin, head junior high volleyball, Rihanna, assistant junior high volleyball.
We'll entertain a motion.
I will make a motion to approve the new hires.
Second.
It's been properly moved and seconded to approve our new hires. All in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
All opposed. Motion passes. The next item of business are policy board updates. First readings, 5340, 8600, 8800, and 8802. Mr. Peterson, do you want to comment on anything?
Yeah, I can give a summary. So because we knew that we were not going to have all of our board members here, we elected to table. There could have been a second reading, but we're going to elect to table that until the next meeting along with these, but we can get a first reading in. Since we're here tonight, nice to keep pace or get ahead a little bit with some of our policy updates. So the first one is student accidents, illness, concussion, and sudden cardiac arrest. This is an update. If you're able to get into the document, if everybody can get in and look. So the changes, our highlights are marked in there. And it's just an update in language in terms of concussion, protocols, basically. And this actually meshes nicely with, at our next regular meeting, I'm going to bring to you, we've just updated our concussion protocols with Clear Lake Physical Therapy and Rehab Specialists. So this kind of meshes nicely with that. So it'll reflect what's in here. So those options down below are all elected, are all chosen. So this deals with concussion protocols with students, athletes, people in our care. So any questions about that one? Okay. Next one is transportation. Again, this is an update. And if you can get in and look at it, so this is adding language in here that notes the fact that our surveillance cameras, which we've had now for years and we do have on all our buses, that they do possess audio capabilities. And so we want to make sure that we have that in our policy, Neola is saying, to make sure that we are noticing people of that. We did make a point to put that in the annual notices that went out to parents a week or two ago, to put in there the fact that there is audio surveillance on the buses too, so there is, they can hear audio of what's going on in the bus too. So that's what those changes are reflecting. Any question?
Pretty self-explanatory.
Okay. Next one. So the next two, 8800 and 8802, you notice there's religious holidays and observances update, and then there's one called patriotic activities and observances. You'll see in the old policy was called religious and patriotic observances. They took the patriotic observances out and made that a separate policy. And then the religious one, if we click into that, religious holidays and observances, there's been some case law, some Supreme Court cases and some things the last few years. So this is reflecting language about that. Basically, I'd say the Supreme Court made a ruling last year that you could interpret kind of expanded employees' rights to practice their religion personally, individually, on their own, obviously not to kids or anything like that. So it's just kind of more reflective of that, I guess. And it's, I think balancing the fact that, we obviously cannot be teaching or promoting any kind of religion in school, but also clarifying that it's not prohibiting students from, on their own time or their own private nature of being able to, I don't know what the right word is, being able to follow their beliefs or be able to practice their beliefs as long as it's not interfering with others or creating a disruption and so on.
So like at lunch,
yeah,
kid could still pray.
If a student wants to just silently pray to themselves, there's no issue with that. Yep, it's just clarifying that, and that's kind of always been the case. But yep. Anything in there that you have questions, or obviously there's another month to look at them and absorb them a little bit here, or a few weeks I should say. So okay, if no more questions on that one. So then the last one, patriotic observances, again you'll see they just pulled the language out of the other policy and they made it into a separate policy, and so this just outlines that flags shall be raised above each school during school sessions. Professional staff members are authorized to lead students in the Pledge of Allegiance or national anthem at an appropriate time each school day. No student may be compelled against their objections to recite the pledge if they don't want to. Every school in the district shall offer the pledge or national anthem each day, and again that reflects state statute. And it also clarifies that the district may offer a moment of silence to commemorate a significant event. I think that's something that as an admin team we would take very seriously. We don't want to have a moment of silence every other week for whatever. That would be something I think would be a pretty remarkable thing that we would do that. So at least that's I think what our consensus would be. So any questions on that one? Okay. So those are the four new first readings.
Okay.
Anything else?
Did we need to approve the resignation of volleyball?
We don't have. No, we didn't. We weren't given one.
Then I will entertain a motion to adjourn.
I move to adjourn.
I'll second it.
It's been properly moved and seconded that we adjourn. All in favor signify by saying aye.
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 All opposed. Motion passes. We are adjourned.